Hello everyone, Jai Shri Krishna. So I am here back again with the 11th story of Mahabharata, 11th video of Mahabharata stories, and with this video two new characters will be introduced in our Mahabharata story. Kunti and Karna, two very important characters who played major roles in the Mahabharata. So just to recap where we left off in our last video is when Dhritarashtra and Gandhari got married with each other, and Shakuni developed an animosity against kingdom of Hastinapur because he felt insulted that Bhishma came with the proposal of a blind prince getting married with his sister. What I forgot to tell that Shakuni was also a very shrewd gambler. We will know about his gambling skills little later in the story. So after the marriage of Gandhari and Dhritarashtra, Shakuni actually shifted his base to Hastinapur. He lived there only, and just to make sure that kingdom of Hastinapur ruins. He gave away his own kingdom of Gandhar to his own son Uluk. So now it was the turn of Pandu's marriage after Dhritarashtra's marriage. So Pandu was married to Kunti. Now here is the story of history behind Kunti. Kunti was daughter of king of Mathura, Shursen. Her birth name was Pratha. Shursen had one more son. Apart from Kunti, he had one more son, Vasudev. Vasudev's son was Vasudeva Krishna, Lord Shri Krishna. So in actual sense, Kunti was aunt of Lord Shri Krishna. Vasudeva, Shursen had a nephew named Kunti Bhoj. He was also a king of a kingdom. King Kunti Bhoj didn't have any child of his own, so he requested Shursen to give Pratha in adoption to him. So by this way, Pratha was given in adoption to Kunti Bhoj, and there her name was changed from Pratha to Kunti. She was a very obedient and dedicated child, and when she was growing up in kingdom of Kunti Bhoj, once sage Durvasa came to the kingdom, and sage Durvasa was known for his anger. He was infamous for his anger actually, and it was said that in that anger, if he curses anyone, that curse surely will be fulfilled. So when sage Durvasa entered into the kingdom of Kunti Bhoj, everyone was very scared that what if sage Durvasa gets angry over something and he curses the kingdom, what will happen? In those days, Kunti took care of sage Durvasa. She gave her best services. She served him like anything with dedication, devotion and respect. And when she served like this, sage Durvasa became very happy with her. And sage Durvasa asked Kunti that if you want, you can ask for any boon from my side. Kunti said that you sages, you great sages, are able to see the future because of your divine vision. You people are able to see the future. So give me a boon which is helpful for me in future. So sage Durvasa gave her a mantra, a verse, and said that if you chant this verse, you can call any god from the divine world. Any god, if you chant this mantra and call for any god, he has to come to you. So after giving this verse, sage Durvasa went away. Now Kunti was very curious that how can it happen that I chant a mantra here and some god will come and help me. So she just wanted to test this mantra. So in her curiosity, she chanted this mantra and called for sun god, sun, source of all the light energy. So she called the sun god, and as every god was bound by that mantra, sun god had to come. So sun god entered into her place and asked that alright, you called me by chanting this mantra, now tell me what I can do for you, what boon you want. So Kunti's curiosity, confusion was over, but now she was frightened that a god was standing before her. So in under this under this fear, she just said that all right, I just wanted to test this mantra, and now it is tested. I have full faith in this mantra. Now you please go away, go back to your place. But sun god said that it can't be done. I am bound by this mantra, and if you have called me, I have to give you something. So Kunti said, okay, just give whatever you want to give and go away. She was so scared, and then sun god said that all right, I will give you a child. That child name will be Karna. He will be born with a kavach, a kundal, shield and earring, golden shield and golden earring to protect himself. And he will be very philanthropic, he will be very charitable, and he will be a great example for generations to follow. Like this, sun god gave a child to Kunti. Now Kunti's problem was that she was unmarried. How can she keep a child with her? What will society say? So just to save herself from the ridicule of society, what she did, she put that child into a box and flown that box into the river. And all right, let's see where the destiny of this child takes him. So what happened that while flowing into the river, this box reached a place where charioteer of Prince Dhritarashtra was staying. His name was Adirath. He was charioteer of Prince Dhritarashtra. He used to drive the chariots of Dhritarashtra, and he was longing for a child from a very long time. So when he found this box and a child inside it, he and his wife happily adopted this child. They were very happy that they got a son. So under these circumstances, Karna reached where he was destined to reach, near the kingdom of Hastinapur. He was brought up near the kingdom of Hastinapur by the charioteer of to-be king of Hastinapur, Dhritarashtra. After flowing away this child, Kunti was married to Pandu, and she also reached the kingdom of Hastinapur after marriage. So this way, two new characters entered into Mahabharata, two very important and very strong characters, Kunti and Karna, and both, though started at different places, but ended up in the kingdom of Hastinapur. So in our next video, we will see about Karna, about history behind Karna, who was Karna actually, whose incarnation he was, and how he played an important role in the story of Mahabharata. Thank you for watching. Jai Shri Krishna.